Fluxo. Who the heck is Fluxo? Fluxo is Flux. Oh. What do you guys think right now? All right, we got another VOD review today. We have Egg Stickle. Egg is Global Elite. He says he's in MM, and he's in his 3rd season at BSEA main right now. They're 8-0 shooting for advance. So compared to our first VOD review, the last video we had a level 4 to 5 face it LE from in matchmake, level 4 or 5. Not. So I'm using 1280 by 960 res right now. Someone's asking. So let's jump into this video VOD review. This is from a match, it looks like. So Vertigo is actually something like I didn't compete a lot in. So it's interesting. Like, so a lot of the pre-nades and a lot of the potential for the way you could approach things is not in the back of my mind. So this is a VOD review where I'm just going to be kind of thinking fundamentally, trying to look at radar. Here, nades. Let's see if you have the trigger discipline right here. Don't want to shoot first guy ever right here. You want to really make sense. Ooh, they cleared you, so you had no choice but to fight. Nice, stable shooting. Way to stay alive with movement. Great. 3rd. Do you get 4 right here? Beautifully played. Couldn't have said anything else myself. It looks like you did things right. You were trying to stay alive, trying to set up for shoot. It's, you know, when you watch demos, I can't always tell if they spot you. Like the way people shoot, it kind of skips some audio. Like really, obviously, just to review, your goal there is to set up a clean fight. You don't want to like shoot someone while they're running. You want to let them into the site. You want to be communicating to your team. Rotate here. I'm hiding. I'm going to shoot on plant kind of thing. Like they could push spawn. Let them know. I don't even know the proper call out to elevator, whatever. Like they could push these things. Like those are what you need to be doing right there. So comms are key, and letting the people stop moving is key for the fight. You're rotating, kind of filling gaps on radar. I could tell your experience right here is one of those ones where it's like, who has contact, you or this dude right here? I don't think it's bad that you're doing this, but I think right here you're kind of like, I think so for honestly, this is something that I don't know if it's better, but whenever you're playing two people watching a spot, or you want to do a bait angle, so you guys obviously aren't holding the same angles. There's no reason for you to both be peeking in the sense of like you're not helping. So I always try to say, if you wanted the best like bait and switch setup, either A, this guy, the closer guy is always going to hide. So this guy should just be not peeking, and you could peek because then when by the time you shoot, he knows they're on his screen. He could fight this angle first and swing and get this kill. Or option number 2 is you play like over here, and you have like an HE or a nade, and right when he spots you, nade them. I don't even know if you had an HE, but that's just kind of good crossfire setup right here. This setup's always finicky. Like I don't play a lot of Vertigo, but like them being able to like walk up here and take this fight, I don't really know if I love this spot always that much. Like I could see the value on a round like this where they have pistols and you want to stay close, but so for those of you on YouTube, I just asked our gamer here, Egg, what his weakness is, his perceived weakness, and he said, I play overly confident sometimes and it can bite me in the ass. I love that because I think I would rather have a lot of players that are in a semi-pro, amateur, whatever level, even at a pro level, err on the side of aggression and confidence, because you're going to get so much more opportunity from aggressiveness. The weak side of that I find with a lot of amateurs is that their comms become pretty inefficient when they get aggressive. So like overheating a little bit is not the end of the world if you have good comms and if you're having more impact on average than none, because then slowly you can just kind of reel it in. Right here, kind of figuring out where to help. This is good. You're kind of just going to like make sure this guy has contact. Once he doesn't have contact, I think they're going to clear this spot. I would love to see you. Honestly, yeah, it's a good move. I was going to say, you either need to take a fight or you can't get stuck here. So you escape. You guys are man advantage. I think that's a solid play. 5v4. A lot of people would have stuck here because they feel like, oh, this is my spot. I got to defend it. But this is good, right? The whole round is pictured in this situation. You know you guys have a man advantage. You could wait out smokes. You could even let him plant. You guys are still in a pretty good position this round. Better just stay home with the angles with your teammates. Good peek, good aim. You're still looking solid. So they do this. Your boy's got whatever this is called. I literally don't even know what to call it. It's jump up, con. Like your main concern, honestly, like this isn't bad. I don't know if I love this though. Like if this guy wants to get aggressive and be a dick, you could get isolated. You're kind of aware as the smoke fades. I like that. I think this is good passive play. I don't see a big problem with this. Honestly, that's fine. You're kind of just losing that fight. How much utility do you have left there? That could be one of those things though, where like This guy late is obviously going to be kind of clearing for someone like this. Since you're not, it's not like you're instantly helping your teammate anyways. You're not in a big rush to run here. If you think there's a lurker, maybe underhand a flash if you're going to clear that late. If you're clearing it early and you take away like an angle like this, then that's kind of better. I think like right as that smoke faded, maybe then could have been the jiggles or a little flash peek, right? But your boy's watching this. So honestly, like another thing I like here is like, you're feeling that they're pressuring mid. They might even split or come back here. Like, honestly, just play more towards here and be ready to pivot here and throw flashes and then hold this. Because everything's going to funnel, right? Your guy who's standing here, right when you get contact, he wants to leave and help. So he leaves and help, the gap is here. And if you're watching somewhere like here, the timing of this guy crossing here and you rotating, he could already be posted on you. Whereas if you're somewhere like here, yeah, maybe it's like an easier fight for him to walk up on you and they could split easier. But like this is where you play small risks. And now if your boy needs to lean, you can immediately make him comfortable throwing all his util, right? Now you're flashing. Is that too early? Is that a good flash? I think that's the kind of flash where either A, you have a guy ready to swing here, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that flash was good because if a guy's holding here, you gave him a window to come up. And either way, like, you guys coordinated. Like, I like that you waited to swing. Oh, no. Accident jump. This guy's ramp. This is a tough 1v2, actually. This T advantage right here. Wow. He got up. If this guy was just a little more deep on this angle, because he knows you're not on bomb, he would have won that round. He killed that guy, and then you're... Okay, so you're actually just deep holding... Yeah, I like this. Giving up sight, but aware enough. Look at the crosshair position, guys, right? Like, it's very easy for people to get this kill and then put their crosshair here to strafe, thinking the next guy's along the angle. But you see how when he strafed, he kind of cut the doorway in half, probably naturally without even thinking. Sign of a confident rifler. You're not jumping to the next angle with your crosshair. All right, this angle again. Let's see how you handle it. One come behind. Good. Flash. Repeat the other side. That one's tough. I don't really know how I can critique right there. One thing that's hard in demos is sound right here. I was actually thinking, right when you threw that flash, if there's another guy here, he's only going to try to beat your flash if he's already out. And I felt like you knew he wasn't because of like sound, maybe. I would just throw that flash and just step out wide here like a dick to try to get a second, right? Because best case, you kill this guy and this other guy actually was like far back and you could pivot on him. And worst case, you kill this guy and die anyway. But if you pivot here to kill this guy and then that guy fights you, like... you're less likely even getting two. Whereas a flash here, the swing here, you probably have a better chance of getting two. But I can't tell what was a viable critique there, given the things you heard, right? It's easy for hindsight to be 20/20, and that's one thing you got to be wary of when you do VOD reviews. You don't want to over criticize yourself. You're in there like swimwear. These guys are outplayed. This guy's shook. And this might be the end of the VOD review. We don't have much to talk about. So far, you've played really well. Your team's just outplaying these guys on a basic level. You guys aren't overextending a lot. Good plan. Let's see you dance, bro. Oh ho! Right there. I would have liked to see your teammate maybe be a little bit more active, like wide here. Because obviously headshot spot is like maybe a CT advantage, but sometimes it's not. I would probably like to see someone be a little bit more active here. And then you guys swing, or you guys double swing earlier. Like, to let him run up on you guys there, I think just is a mistake. Unless you guys are doing some, like, up-down passive angle, very, like, coordinated, right? Like, right? Up, down here, and then you guys are all holding back here, and that kind of thing. But I think, like, getting in the middle of the hallway here, kind of, like, lost, was not the move. Then, for some reason, if they have a flash on pistol, you're getting flashed there. You want to talk about here, good coordination. You got the SMG, so you're clearing everything. Basically entry. Eco round, you guys are just flying in. Talk about here. Your shit. Game over. GG Zoom. Thanks for sharing the demo and letting us watch you in the community, although you guys recap at the end of that. I thought you played confident. You had a good amount of discipline. It was clear you guys had a game plan as a team. I think things to work on are very subtle. I mean, right there, you guys kind of crapped on them, which is why I don't always like watching games where you destroy them like that. Re-aims, occasionally taking pieces. You have a low sensitivity. Don't get lazy when you're clearing spots. I don't mean you peek every single angle, but a lot of times just peeking that next angle before you wide swing rather than leading the angle too much with your crosshair, if that makes sense, where you're already looking for the next entryway. And then other than that, like you just maybe had a little bit of kind of got caught in your tunnel vision, like mid. You're thinking about how you could one way and play peek, but then you kind of knew they were coming B that one round when you're leaning. And I told you probably could have helped your boy watch mid as he wanted to help sight or take initiative. Like you said, you wanted to clear mid, but you kind of got, would you say donut wall, or you say you kind of got ignored? Well, that's, you can still take accountability and say either A, I need to take more initiative and like have more of a voice right there and say, hey, clear mid with me. Let's go, Billy. We're clear mid. I'm flashing. Let's do it. Or go be not so like soft, maybe spoken to where something like that gets missed, right? Other than that, though, good fundamental play, and I enjoyed watching. You guys win.